I'll never forget the first time a VAT bill took a great big bite out of my bum. I'd been grafting like mad. The bank account, well, it looked decent for once. I was feeling 10 foot tall. Then this brown envelope lands on the mat, HMRC in the top corner. I opened it with trepidation, and I swear I could hear the taxman licking his lips. If you've ever had that feeling, that gut drop moment, then mate, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let me rewind a bit, because I never actually set out to be a kitchen fitter. I was never meant to be on the tools. One day I had a kitchen to fit and no fitter, so I turned up and basically blagged it. No YouTube in those days, it's 1980s. No mobile phone, just what I'd seen fitters do. And a mate I could ring at night to talk me through whatever disaster I'd caused during the day. That's one of these, phones that you do that. It took an age to get through. It was a horror show, but somehow I got through it. And that was it. From that day on, it was 16-hour days and they became the norm. I was a one-man band with a proverbial broom handle up my bum, doing everything. Selling, designing, ordering, delivering, fitting the bloody kitchens. I was getting up at 4:30 in the morning just to pick up the bits, and then fit all day, and then out on sales calls in the evening, and by around about 11 o'clock at night I just felt knackered. And I'd have a microwave lasagne. It was so rubbery you could strip paint with it. 7 days a week I was doing this shit. No structure, no plan, just graft and adrenaline. And after a while it hit me. This just wasn't sustainable. I wasn't Superman. I was knackered. So I stuck an ad in the paper and hired a fitter. That bought me a bit of breathing room. Then I took on a salesman, then an admin girl. Because back then, let's be honest, it's 1980s, that's how it was. Blokes on tools and girls in the office. Different times, I know. It's hard to take, isn't it, if you've never seen that? But I didn't have a growth plan. I had an escape plan. I built myself a cage and I was trying to claw my way out of it. Then came the first big bite. Back then, that wasn't 20%. It was 15%. But when that bill landed, it might as well have been 100%. I opened the letter and I felt my arse tighten. That number was bigger than anything I'd faced before. And here's the truth, I'd already spent it, every last bit of it. Because like most tradespeople, I'd been treating the VAT sitting in my account like it was mine. But it wasn't mine. And it never was mine. And the taxman, he doesn't care about your graft. Don't be delusional. He doesn't care about all the hours you're putting in and all your sob story. He doesn't care about your 4:30 a.m. starts. He doesn't care about your bruised knuckles or your microwave dinners. He just comes for his bite. And if you're not ready, he takes it straight out of your bum. That was my first punch in the face. I didn't realise the taxman would hit you so hard, but it wasn't the last. I managed to survive that hit. I might have been a bit dazed, and I paid my VAT and I limped on. Then came the hammer blow, and it didn't even come from my bill. My kitchen supplier, great bloke, made solid gear, but it turns out he hadn't paid his VAT for months. Probably years actually. One day I drive down to collect an order and there it is, big white notice taped to the door, padlock on the gate. HMRC recognised that little logo again and they'd shut him down. And that was it. Not just for him, for me too. I had customers waiting on kitchens and no bloody supplier now. Now that's the thing about VAT. It doesn't just bite you, it bites everything around you. And when it takes someone else down, it can take you down with it. Fortunately, I had a mate who was a solicitor. I went to him and said, I'm in serious trouble. He made a few phone calls and a week later, I'm sat in a proper smart office. Me, 1980s long hair, platform shoes, young lad who's just been walloped by VAT. Across from me is this bloke in a suit. He looks at me and says, I'll need £1 from you, Mark. I go, a quid? What for? So I'm scrambling around in my pocket like a kid looking for bus fare, and I pull out this crumpled £1 note, pass it over to him. He takes it, looks me dead in the eye and says, that makes it legal. You've just bought the company and everything in it for £1. And I'm just sat there thinking, what the hell have I just done? I didn't buy that big business because I was clever. I bought that business because I was cornered. But that £1 note, that was the line between me being the bloke on the tools and the bloke who owns the business. Being the business owner, I didn't suddenly become some business genius overnight. There wasn't any YouTube then anyway, so I couldn't figure it out. But I learned a hard lesson most trades never do. If you live in the hamster wheel forever, you'll get eaten by VAT, by cash flow, by someone else's collapse. But if you build structure, if you step up the ladder, you give yourself space. Space to breathe, space to grow, space to stop working like a bloody lunatic and start actually building something. That VAT bill took a big bite out of my bum. My supplier's VAT bill nearly took the rest. But those hits, those bruises, they forced me to build something bigger. If you're a builder, a plumber, a sparky, a scaffolder, and you're grafting like mad, living from quarter to quarter, praying the VAT bill won't be too bad. Mate, I've been there. You don't have to wait for the bite. You can build a structure that protects you, gives you breathing space, and lets you actually build a life. That's exactly what we do every day at Helpbot. We help trades get off the tools, keep their cash, and sleep at night. So don't wait for the brown envelope. Click the link below. There really is one, isn't there? Let's stop the next bite before it happens. Trust me, it hurts a lot less this way. You didn't interrupt, Michelle.
No, it's very difficult to.